everyone. I wanted to meet up with you today to give you a reminder that you probably already partly know, but I just want to instill the foundations a little bit more by expressing it. Because we're just not getting and haven't got the power behind our life experience. So I am talking about the power of love. And I don't know if you notice, but I didn't say love in a way that is exteriorly accepted. Like you can see a young couple in love and it's sweet. You can see someone patting their dog and playing with their dog and it's lovely. And this is all the external appearance of it, but I'm also talking about the appreciation depth of it, of the fact that we can do that in the first place. Because there's this crisp, clear, clarity flow of light through each of us, and it's love, essentially. We came from it and we'll always have it. This center of our light emanation in this human form. But through life, it gets distorted, and I'll just leave it at that. So we're not engaging with the whole true intelligence of the light being, which is ourself. And that might sound like a serious kind of sentence, but it's not essentially. It is actually loose, not so free that it can't be understood, but it is ease and flow of the light that we're a part of. So because we're not accessing, because of our distortions that we give our power over to, our power of love, mentally it sounds like this: well, I mustn't be good enough, or they told me I'm this, or that doesn't feel, that doesn't feel this way for me, but I'll give them my my resource, my attention, my power of love. I won't feel into all I am of that love. I'll give my attention over to something else that, collectively we've done this kind of thing where we're dependent on another figure that we think represents love, as though we're not love ourselves. They're more intelligent, or they have more going on, or, but this has been the manipulation in the energy field, that there is some that have something special, and we have to spend our lives figuring out how to get there. Lots of teachings have sort of morphed into, this separation kind of mentality that are not based on the power of love is all of us. And so the beginning or opening to true intelligence is to lead with love. Lead your life with love. And so, like I said, it's not, it's something you need to believe in yourself by embodying in your actions. The power of love does way more, and the ripple effect in your life and those you touch. It does more to keep an intelligent level of functioning and therefore the intelligence of light resource that is meeting the planet at the moment. And so we haven't been functioning that way on the planet. So it's an obvious felt difference and distance, where if you haven't started to practice this in your life in any way, then it's easy to believe that it's not a way of life at all. And so that's why we're seeing that vast difference, because it is truly the awakening for all of us throughout our lives. I mean, if I didn't stop and rearrange my life in a way that said, I'm not giving in to the fears of others put on me to live my life resource the way it pleases them, if I'm doing that, then I won't feel content. And that's the obvious sign. You are giving the love of yourself over to something else. So you don't give it over to the fears of others or the control of, I don't know, different systems at play. You actually stand up for love within yourself, because that's intelligence. And you keep coming back to that, and you speak to it in a way that you ask, what more can I do for how I feel to not only help myself, but I see this happening in the world? And so that is like a beginning or opening to our true intelligence. So recognize you are the power of love. It's not an external force. It's not something we have to search for, is what I mean by that. Of course, it's external. Love is seen in the trees, in the planet. Love is we are the embodiment of it. Everything on our planet is. You are it. Allow the beautiful feelings yourself. So don't look perhaps to the outside world and getting something, because that's how you'll feel beautiful love as well. Allow the beautiful feelings yourself. So it is that, is independence the word? It is that recognition that just your embodiment as you are is the start to recognizing what power, what else is this source and resource wanting to come through as? What does it want to say? You know, all this is like the opening of it. So you just give it more and more time and come back to it. Allow the beautiful feelings yourself. So no one's actually doing it. It's practicing like the love of yourself. So like I was saying in the last video, it's not about vanity as such, you know, loving self, how we can shut down conversations when someone says, love yourself, because it's an exterior kind of conversation generally. But loving yourself goes deeper, and we do know that a lot of the challenges in life is when you find yourself alone, is it someone else you need to seek? Perhaps a friend, yes, or is it saying, what more can you do? What beauty do you give to the world? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Grow your tree. Keep doing it. So you have to take the time for that strengthening awareness that, oh yeah, I do offer this to the world. I should probably expand on this. Why don't I go and do this or this? Or, you keep offering yourself, your love to the world. Allow the beautiful feelings yourself to come up through you. This is the point. We don't take the time to actually, in the quiet, truly embody the power of it. We just kind of rush through the days and everything, and so it's really nice when you can connect with people in Soul Tribe where you just take the time, because you're in a knowing appreciation that there is more than just the meal you ate, or just the look of each other. There is more emanating towards each other, and that's that love, light connection. Feelings yourself to come up through you by opening your awareness and letting yourself feel all the love. So awareness of what love is in, and the fact it's all of creation. So, you know, you can go at whatever level you want, like take the time with that, because it's actually substance, although we can't see it. Like you can actually feel it, and everyone all differently. So by opening your awareness and letting yourself feel the awarenesses you have, feel all that loving awareness that's there, however you uniquely feel it as a loving soul, like as one with the universe. And in that very connection, which I think I'll just finish on, when you get to a kind of point, it can happen at any time. Perhaps you're just in a loving situation where it's all nice and flowing, or you're on your own and you're just in a state of like enjoyment or bliss because you read something nice, or there's a nice view or anything like that. And you're one with, well, realize you're one with this light of the universe. And so you can ask yourself in those moments, if you wanted to. It depends on what your intents are. But with my soul intent, it's always a furthering question of, okay, well, this feels great. I'm doing all these things that I enjoy. What more? You know, like what more can I do? What next? What else? You know, what's my next branch? But not necessarily like it has to be a whole different thing, but what information, what moreness, you know? It's just like, how high can this go, kind of thing. For all of us. That's my intent, because if one does that kind of thing for themselves, there's no borders to how far love reaches. The only borders and kind of healthy boundaries we need to have is in our own awareness of whether we're just giving out our energy, life, love, like being, resources, just giving it out, and then we physically feel like we've got nothing left for ourselves. But if we are doing the things that we love, then we are embodiment of like the truth. And the higher we go and the more sharing like of ourselves in doing this, that's when there's no borders to love. But if we're blocking ourselves off from love, believing we're doing what's right sometimes for others, if it's right for them, it must be right for me. That's when you come home to the truth of what really is good for you. And you can do that all the time to make sure you're staying in alignment with who you truly are, because this resource that you are is here for a lifetime to do its best as its soul experience, your soul experience. So to summarize, allow your love to branch out. Okay, because it's endless. Without the fears that hold us back, we are an endless love resource. If you don't feel like you are, it's because fears are holding you back, or you're giving your energy away to conform to something that is probably not your path. And so you check in with yourself and ask, what can I do more that feels resonant of love for me, and I can freely be me? And so you just check in with what your soul enjoys and follow through on something, because you're not here forever. So live that uniqueness. Okay, lead with love. See you again soon. Bye for now.